Hey now. It's late, y'all. But I decided to walk to the store. So, since I'm walking to the store, I'm gonna bring y'all with me. And we gonna talk about some things. It's dark. It's either 9 o'clock or after 9 o'clock. And the store closes after 10, so. Or 10 o'clock, I'm sorry, after 10. But yeah. Oh, it's dark. I think I'm gonna have to put like a picture or something up because it's dark. But anyway, let's chat, people. So, who has been following the calls with Nesto and Shirley Strawberry and Sonia? Now, if you were on my channel in the beginning, when I first started doing Love and Marriage Huntsville, you would see that I did a video on Shirley and Nesto before the phone calls had came out. And I was talking about, actually using Shirley as an example of what I think needs to be tightened up with women, especially older women, where Shirley's sitting at work every day. That damn plane, y'all. Just let the plane go by. I don't live too far from BWI. that's your body weight index, something like that. Body mass index. I don't live too far from BWI. About 20 minutes, so the planes are pretty low when they come by my house. But anyway, what was I saying? So I did a video and I was saying that Shirley Strawberry is a prime example of older women, just like the women online, that sit around giving women advice and are in messed up situations themselves. But instead of being honest and, giving women advice from that point of view, and Shirley isn't that judgmental like most women, I could say, at least on her Strawberry Letter. She isn't as judgmental as most of the common people. And when I say common, I don't mean that they have less money. I just mean common people that you run into every day. But a lot of times I find that older women are so judgmental about everything that younger women did or are doing, as if they didn't do it too, as if they didn't go through the same thing, and as if, like I said in that first video, every single time they had an issue with a man, they just left them that day. They saw whatever happened and they just came home, packed up their stuff, and every single one of them just left. And they all just lived happily ever after. But yet, we got so many women out here with this dusty baby daddy, that dusty baby daddy, don't do this, don't do that. Never did nothing for the kids, all of that. But those same women will call you dumb for doing the same exact things that they're doing. Instead of saying, well, I did the same thing. And like, I was blinded at the time. Shit, I was stupid. I couldn't see, like, whatever it is. But I came out of it. But no. What we get online from every person, unless you like 24, 25, and you only had one real relationship outside of high school and stuff, and you haven't really been through anything, that's the only people that can talk. Everybody else, y'all have. Now, it might not be with the husband that you with now. It might not be with the boyfriend that you with now. But you've been through some shit. And to sit around and act as if you didn't ever make any mistakes. You never made the wrong choice. And one thing I noticed that they'll say online is, if I say something like, I was dumb like that at one time, or I made stupid mistakes like that. They'll say, oh, I made stupid mistakes, but I never did X, Y, and Z. Girl, shut the F up. Because you're lying. And even if you did it, you did something else that somebody else judged you about, and they thought it was equally stupid. I mean, come on. I tell my husband that all the time. Like, he does that too. He always say, oh, I did this, but I ain't do that. Yeah, but there was somebody who was saying that you know better and that you shouldn't have done X, Y, and Z. Like, it's always somebody like that. Like, it's always, I thought I saw somebody behind me, y'all. It's always somebody like that. But instead of, and I ain't gonna lie, I was like that when I was younger too, because I didn't get it. And that's what I'm saying, when you're younger, you might not get it. When you're past a certain age, you get it. And for some reason, that's when we get the most judgmental. We forgot that we was that dumb girl, or we was that dumb guy, and that this person got over on us, and that person got over on us. And I know it ain't just me. You can pretend like it is all you want. I ain't 52 for nothing. I ain't no fool. Everybody gets something played over on them. And everybody don't just pick up and leave the same day that it effing happens. That's not real life. That is not real life. Some people do, though. I can't say some people don't, because some people do. But it's more people that don't than do. Wow, can we keep it real sometime? Stop being so damn judgmental. Oh my gosh. It's ridiculous. So, Sonia is, or was, Nesto's side hen. And she's on the same BS. She's on that same BS, being judgmental, talking about Shirley, talking about Shirley's daughter, Sheraton, just saying all of this shit. But yet she is the one messing with this woman's husband. That's what I be talking about. And she's 55. But this is the same person who said our bodies are 80% sea moss. So it's not like I'm surprised or anything, because she on the Portia thinking level, you know? She got the same brain as Portia. Dumb. Just say all kind of dumb stuff. I'm getting out of breath, y'all. I'm going up a hill, y'all. Going up a hill. But how long did it take me to get here? 8 minutes. Okay. I'll be back. Put you on pause. Oh, y'all. When I got to the door, there was some mentally ill guy. So now I'm looking around for him, because he kept coming up to me talking about Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. And the guys in the store, they came like running from behind the counter because he was coming up close to me. So they made him leave the store after he asked me to buy him something. He came to me and told me, ma'am, can you buy me something? I was like, no, sir, I don't have no money. Now, if I had money, I would have definitely bought him something, but I'm kind of broke right now. But I got to keep watching my surroundings, because they put him out the store, and it's dark out here, and I don't know. He's a big guy. Now, I got my stuff now. My stun gun needed to be charged, so I left it charging, but I will pepper spray the shit out of his ass. He come running up on me. Let me tell y'all. Oh, that reminds me. But a story I could tell y'all. Story time. All right. So, I worked at this company in Old Bridge, New Jersey. I'm from Jersey, y'all. Whoever don't know. And this was the day I was going to see Chris Rock at the Borgata in Atlantic City. So I had went to work that day, and I was dressed all up, thinking I was cute and stuff. And on my lunch break, I had went down the street to this Asian restaurant. It's like in a little strip mall. It had a couple of restaurants and a nail salon. So I come in there, and the parking is tight. But like I said, I'm from Jersey. I could drive my ass off. So one thing about it is people be acting like they scared when you back in real quick. When you whip that car in, I whipped my car in, you know, backed it in, bloop, whatever. And the dude jumped out the car saying I hit his car. I didn't touch his car, right? So then, no, he didn't jump out the car then. He was saying it out the window. But then when I got out the car, the door, he said it hit his car. But it didn't hit his car because I put my hand in between the door. Okay, so we started arguing or whatever. And like I said, this is Old Bridge, New Jersey. And it's a little racist. It's a little racist. It ain't just because it's white, because I lived in white areas my whole life and they weren't racist, but it's a little racist. So he was, I can't even remember all the things he was saying, but he was acting like he wanted it with that, like he wanted to knuckle up with me or some shit. So he was yelling and screaming and acting all crazy or whatever, but I wasn't saying nothing. Had my hands folded, and I always have like a big key ring. Like, it's bigger. My key ring is usually way bigger than this, right? So I usually have like a big ass key ring, and I usually have pepper spray attached to it instead of separate like this. So I had my arms folded, my keys was in my hand or whatever, but my arms folded, and he was saying he was gonna whoop my ass and all of this shit or whatever, right? So I said, bring your ass over here. And his truck is parked right next to my car. So he come walking up like he gonna do something. I took out that pepper spray. I pepper sprayed that motherfucker. That motherfucker started crying, screaming, talking about he gonna call the police on me. I said, call the police on me for what? Because I got you before you got me. I told you don't bring your ass over here. You wanted to come anyway. I told him. I said, don't come over here. Don't do it. Don't do it. But he did it anyway. So he was out there screaming, which made everybody come outside because the plaza is packed because it's everybody's lunch break. So people started coming outside. And then people from the Asian restaurant, because by then I went in there and got my food or whatever. And the people from the Asian restaurant, they came out and they started yelling at the dude saying, no, 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 we saw you try to hit her. Like he was coming up on me or whatever. You know, everybody was watching. You know how people do. People be watching or whatever, but acting like they not watching what's going on. So everybody was watching. But after I pepper sprayed him, they all started coming out. And he was telling them to call the police or whatever. And them Asians was like, well, ain't nobody calling no damn police. You should have never been acting like you was going to touch her. But, you know, saying it with that accent, which was really funny. It was an older lady and an older man or whatever. So, they ended up calling the police or whatever. And, of course, the police let me go because he approached me. And then I don't know what happened with him because I went on back to, I told the police, look, I'm on my lunch break. I got to get my ass back to work. So I ended up going back to work. Okay. I ended up going back to work. And the rest of the day I was so mad. First of all, I had to go tell my supervisor what happened because I was late, waiting for the police and all that mess. And when I told her what happened, she was like, here in Old Bridge? Going up that hill again, y'all. And I said, yeah, here in Old Bridge? I said, yeah, this is the same place that when I went inside of Acme, the grocery store, everybody in the damn store turned around like they never seen a black person in the store before. And she was like, what? And I said, yes. Every time I walk in that store, everybody turns around to look. I went inside the bank, inside the grocery store, and everybody inside the grocery store was watching me inside the bank. And she was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that's going on. I said, come on, Laura. Stop it. So yeah, so I was mad the rest of the day. By the time I got off, I went ahead and went to Atlantic City to go see Chris Rock, me and my date. And we ended up having a good time because the Borgata is so damn good and everything is a la carte there. It's very expensive though. everything is a la carte there. And I got a ribeye. The ribeye was like this damn thick. And it was probably bigger than both of my hands. Like the width of it. Bigger than both of my hands. I know my hands ain't that big, but the brigata was thick like that. And I love broccoli. They didn't have a lot of sides that I liked anyway, but I had, you know, like I said, everything was a la carte. My broccoli, I got a side of broccoli. It was just as big as the steak. And then I got a side of mashed potatoes. It was just as big as the broccoli and the steak. So I had enough food for about 4 days. If anybody knows me, I eat like a bird. You know, unless it's something that's just so good and my stomach is so empty that I'm able to eat it. But I eat like a bird. So most of the time when I get some type of takeout, it is gonna last me 2 or 3 days, and it's nowhere near that big. But being that it was some good ass steak, I say 4 days. And it was so good, y'all. It was so goddamn good. I will never forget it. I don't even know if the Brigada is still open, but if it is, y'all better take y'all butt over there. Y'all better go to Atlantic City. You know they got a new water park there. They got a new water park there. I gotta check my mail. You better go to Atlantic City. Atlantic City is fun anyway. I love going to Atlantic City. Anyway, y'all, I'm checking my mail. I am back home. So I will talk to y'all later when I make my next video. I'm sweating like a damn slave. Got on a windbreaker and it is wet and sticking to me. Alright, guys. Love ya. Peace.